Hey everyone! Today's video is about a common issue that can happen with any car. The thing is, one day, my car's engine started misfiring. At idle, the engine felt rough. There was vibration, and when in motion, pressing the gas pedal made the engine shake intensely. The engine's power significantly dropped, and it became difficult to accelerate. Of course, driving like that wasn't feasible, so I started looking for the root cause of the problem. I have an Audi A6C 2.4 gasoline, so the issue here could be hiding in the ignition coil module, high voltage wires, spark plugs, and injectors. There are a few ways to check which cylinder isn't working. We start the car and listen to how it sounds. Then one by one, we disconnect the high voltage wires leading to the spark plugs. When a working cylinder is disconnected, the engine starts misfiring even more noticeably. If we disconnect the spark plug of a non-working cylinder, the engine's behavior won't change. Since my car has deep spark plug wells, there are some extra clicks from the high voltage wire when disconnecting it, which interfere with listening to the engine's performance. So I decided to use the second method. We don't touch the high voltage wires, but we disconnect the connectors controlling the fuel injection to the cylinders one by one. When we disconnect a connector, and the engine's behavior remains the same, we can identify the faulty cylinder. The sound of my engine didn't change when I disconnected the injector plug for the fourth cylinder. The problematic cylinder was identified. Next step was to figure out what exactly wasn't functioning: the spark plug, high voltage wire, ignition coil, or injector. First, I removed the spark plug to examine it, and it was clear that it wasn't working as oil and fuel inside the cylinder weren't burning properly. For comparison, I took the spark plug that was previously installed. After replacing the spark plug, I started the car, but the engine was still misfiring. Out of curiosity, I disconnected the injector plug again, but the engine sound didn't change, indicating that the cylinder was still not working. Next, I needed to check the high voltage wire and ignition coil. Since I didn't have spare parts and measuring equipment at hand, I decided to swap the high voltage wire from the fourth cylinder, which was malfunctioning, with the one from the first cylinder. If the issue was with the wire, the problem should move to the first cylinder. I started the car, and the engine stopped misfiring. As an experiment, I disconnected the injector plug from the first cylinder, and the engine sound changed. Similarly, when I disconnected the injector plug from the fourth cylinder, the engine sound also changed. Most likely, there was a loose contact in the high voltage wire or ignition coil. Since the high voltage wires were very old, I replaced them with new ones. I also removed the ignition coil module, cleaned the contacts, but decided not to replace it for now. If the issue comes back, then replacing the module would be the next step. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more in the upcoming videos.